Let's take a look at Singapore because it's topping the list as the most desirable place in Asia for these so-called mobile millionaires.
We're here for a reason, and the reason is because this is where the money is.
Singapore has long been a center of wealth, but in recent years the level of conspicuous consumption seems to have kicked up a notch. Tales abound of this playground for the new rich. Debauched nights drinking $25,000 diamond-crusted cocktails, foreign oligarchs behaving badly, crashing Ferraris and pissing off locals, and jaw-droppingly expensive celebrity chef restaurants. Last year, Forbes called Singapore the world's fastest-growing hub of wealth with $1.3 trillion in assets under management, and estimated that the island nation would overtake Switzerland in 2020 as the world's largest offshore wealth center. And what better way to display your freshly minted cash than by buying or renting a glittering super yacht? The Singapore Yacht Show is a yearly extravaganza of opulence aimed at getting these free-spending bon vivants to whip out their wallets and buy or rent pleasure vessels. In April, we headed down to talk our way onto some of these yachts, inquire how business was going, and hopefully consume some free alcohol.
Welcome to the Singapore Yacht Show, y'all!
Ahoy from the Singapore Yacht Show, mateys. We're here. It's on. We're on a boat. We were on a boat. Yeah, this is gonna get crazy. Some of these yacht folk were not so eager to allow our rough around the edges crew aboard. Others were more accommodating. So we're gonna see if we can get on Cloud 9, which is the biggest yacht in the show, I think. It's an extremely opulent vessel. It's right there. Maybe 200 feet, just eyeballing it right now.
For sale, it's 39,950,000 euros. And for charter, it ranges from 315,000 euros a week to 343,000 euros a week.
Yeah.
Plus all expenses, so that's just for the boat and the crew. She's very well conceived for cruising in warm climates. She's got lots of open deck space, so as you can see up here on the sun deck, it's completely open. You can dine under the shade, you can sit in the jacuzzi in the sun. There's a barbecue here, there's a bar, there's sun pads at the back. So it's perfect for outdoor enjoyment.
Here we have the jet skis and the rib, I think it's called, the dinghy, inflatable Zodiac, the aquatic accoutrements. I stood upon the bridge and surveyed the wealth before me, from an Indonesian pinisi to an Italian-made sailboat. It was so luxurious, so lovely. All this class made me dizzy, but I regained my composure and pressed on. Our next stop was the Dunia Baru, a pleasure yacht with luxury amenities hidden in the body of a classic Indonesian transport vessel called a pinisi. How'd you like to take this for a little ride in the Indonesian Isles? With this man playing the xylophone the whole time. I'm no yachtsman, but I had to admit that this was pretty cool, and ultimately my favorite boat in the show. The first thing you noticed was the gorgeous hardwood everywhere, and the intricate Indonesian carvings for a vintage feel. The guts of the boat, however, were stuffed with the latest technology, including a modern kitchen, high-speed Wi-Fi, and a lighting and sound system fit for a posh nightclub.
Pinisi is a traditional sailboat from Indonesia. It's used as a cargo boat.
Yeah.
And you know, Indonesia is a country of 17,000 islands, so they have a lot of ability to move stuff around. So a Pinisi is like the 18-wheeler of Indonesia.
The Dunia Baru was a true original, the end result of one man's 7-year passion project. We sat down with the boat's owner and creator, Mark Rabba, to get the lowdown.
It's $11,000 a day, and that includes food, all all the activities on the boat, which there's scuba diving, there's jet skis, there's fishing, there's snorkeling. We have stand-up paddle boards, sea kayaks. So there's a great number of activities, and we have wonderful cooks and people to take care of you. The only thing that's not included is beer and alcohol.
I know it may be tough, but is there any estimate of the value of the boat?
I would say it's probably somewhere between $12 and $15 million.
My last yacht was more of an old school vessel, formerly owned by legendary golfer Jack Nicklaus. The current owner, as I was to find out, was a Chinese tycoon with friends in high places.
4 hours charter, usually what we do, it varies, the price varies from 10,000 to 18,000.
Yeah, per day.
Yeah, for
Sing
4
dollars.
hours. Yeah,
for 4 hours. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So, and if you do it for like 12 hours or 24 hours, it also the price varies on the time.
Yeah.
If it's 12 hours from night to morning or from morning to night, from about 30 to 40 or 50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 130-foot boat, which was previously owned by Jack Nicklaus, the legend golfer.
What are some of the most impressive features of the boat?
Mainly what we usually emphasize on the boat is the collectible items that we have been taking, what is being preserved from Jack Nicklaus, the trophies and all these things that his replica all remain as it is. So it's like a floating museum for golf. Yeah,
it's
so
really cool.
Whoever who loves golf a lot, this is like the best the boat would be. Because as you can see, the design or the outlay of the sofa and everything, it's more classical, it's more different, more homely compared to the modern yacht that we, the rest have.
Sure. Was his nickname the Sea Bear?
His nickname was Golden Bear.
Golden Bear.
So when he bought this boat, he changed it to Sea Bear because
the Sea Bear,
obviously. Yeah.
And is that the owner?
Yes.
With Lee Kuan Yew?
Yeah. He's the 4th richest guy in China. And
oh, he's Chinese?
Yeah, he's Chinese.
Okay.
He's from China. He's a Chinese Thai guy.
Okay.
He was born in China but was raised in Thailand.
This is Dr. Chen Chai, who is the chairman of Ramwood Group, and this is him with Thaksin, the former Thai Prime Minister. This is him with Tony Blair, the former UK Prime Minister, Mr. Billy Clinton. I don't know who he is. Lee Kuan Yew, I think, founder of Singapore and the former Prime Minister and longtime Prime Minister of Singapore. Actually, over here, this is him with Yingluck, you know what? So he's got friends in high places. I guess it's safe to say.
Thaksin is a close friend of his. Just last week he came. He was in Singapore. He came on this boat. Yeah.
Thaksin.
Thaksin, you know.
This boat is really interesting because it's more classic in style. It's a little bit, you might almost say fuddy-duddy, or it looks like your grandma's living room, but it's kind of comfortable and homey, and it's got this golf stuff. It happens to be owned by a guy that the chief steward said is the 4th richest guy in China. His name is Dr. Chen Chai. We saw the photos of him with lots of powerful current and former heads of state, and Lee Kuan Yew, the man who founded Singapore and who's really instrumental in Singapore becoming what it is today, which is often called the Switzerland of Southeast Asia, an extremely wealthy pocket of extreme prosperity in Southeast Asia where there is a lot of poverty very nearby.